About to see a huge move for Bitcoin and the whole cryptocurrency market. What's up everyone? Welcome to the channel. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday we bring you your cryptocurrency update. Please do me a huge favor by subscribing to the channel, and let's start off this video with the 1 hour time frame for Bitcoin. So this is Bitcoin on the 1 hour chart. Since last video we've been rallying pretty hard this week. Since the retest of the 200 moving average over here, we have been going up ever since with higher lows and higher highs and higher lows. And in total, guys, since Sunday, we've seen a price increase of around 10%. So if you think about that, it's pretty insane. Normally people in the traditional markets are working every day for 1 year to get a 10% return. And what do we see into the cryptocurrency market? Since Sunday, a 10% increase. So pretty fascinating week, guys. Pretty great week, great start of the week. And so we came up over here in this range. We consolidated over here. We made our swing high, retraced a little bit, made another swing high, and then we came back to the swing low over here. We found support at 8,800 and a bit, and then we've been rallying ever since. And yesterday we saw a huge spike in the price of Bitcoin above 9k, rallying up to almost 9.5k. Which is over here. It's the weekly resistance above us. So we've left this range. This has now turned into support. So resistance turned into support. We haven't tested it yet, and Bitcoin is giving people very little opportunities to buy to get a real pullback to get in. So we are seeing the dips are being bought up pretty quickly, and we're seeing a strong uptrend at the moment. What we are basically seeing, guys, is the price is going up, and the open interest is also going up, and also the volume. So 3 indicators are going up at the same time. That's a major sign of strength into the market. I want to tell you a little bit more about this at the end of the video. So definitely stay tuned if you think this is interesting. So this is the 1 hour chart for Bitcoin. Let's go over to the daily and see what that looks like. So over here we had the range on the daily time frame. This was last week. We came up around 9k. We tested that, and now we are clearly above it and wanting to test to the upside. Already the daily candle of today is already turning green again as of we are making this video right now. It was red for most part of the day. I work from home, so I keep a close eye on the markets every day, and I'll keep you updated from Monday, Wednesday to Friday, and that's what I like to do as well as a part-time job. So let's look at the daily. So we are now clearly above the 200 daily moving average, guys, as we can see a little bit more clearer over here. We zoom in a little bit, the 200 daily moving average, we're now clearly above it, and we're probably going to open and close above it today with a high probability. So that's already a first bullish sign we were waiting for, and now it has happened. So for me personally, what I would like to see is a little bit of a pullback in the coming days, and into next week an attempt up to the overhead resistance at the 9.5, 9.6k level, which is in my opinion a make or break it level for Bitcoin. If we can get above there, we'll see a break in market structure, confirmed break of market structure. As long as we're below there, we still have technically a lower high on the weekly time frame, but a little bit more about that in a minute. So if we go back a little bit, what I had planned for you guys, yeah, so like a scenario like this, doesn't have to play out exactly of course, but something like this, a little bit of a pullback at the end of this week, and then a nice rally to the upside next week probably will be nice. We're going up really fast the last 3 days, so I would like to see a little bit of a cool down, a little bit of a slow down, which is healthy of course. As long as we stay above this level, we still are making higher highs over here and probably a higher low over here. So that's bullish structure, guys, and what we want to see is of course as a bull. So that's for now the daily time frame. Let's go over to what the total market cap is looking like. So we also saw this chart on Monday, and we were above the 200 daily moving average, and we are now closing multiple candles above it and opening above it. So definitely looking bullish, and it's growing in market cap. We are now at the moment at 252 billion, which is of course still a little bit if you compare it to the rest of the world. But we are getting closer to this level over here in October. So that's what we are looking for. We are looking for that higher high on the other charts as well as for Bitcoin, for the CME, and also for the total market cap. So let's now take a look at the CME chart, what that looks like. I have to do this for a second, yes. So CME over here, which is also a clear chart always to look at. You can see really nicely what's going on. And we are getting really close to this old high over here from October. So it's starting to look more and more like a bullish scenario, guys, is going to play out. And we're going to make our first higher high since this huge downtrend since the summer of last year. So also taking this into account, this is already above the 200 daily moving average as well. So also a good sign for the CME chart, which is basically the derivatives platform for all the futures, for all the big institutions who can take contracts with an expiry date on Bitcoin. Let's go over some altcoins, see what they are doing today. For example, Ethereum. Going to leave this a little bit like this. Okay. Ethereum at the moment, an index for all the altcoins in my opinion, so always keep an eye on Ethereum as well, always good to watch. And at the moment it's above the 200 daily as well, what we wanted to see. It hasn't happened since, let's see, September of last year, so also more than a half year ago, for approximately. So definitely, guys, a change of behavior from the whole market. We have Bitcoin making higher highs, we have the crypto market cap, CMEs and Ethereum. So yeah, looks bullish. Let's see what some other alts are doing. Litecoin is also testing the 200 daily. Also has been in quite a while. Didn't get there in September, so now we are. So definitely exciting to see what's going to happen here as well. And XRP is not there yet, a little bit lagging behind as one of the majors. It's a sign of weakness for me personally. So okay. Let's go over to the weekly time frame for Bitcoin. Over here, I've mapped out the range as we are keeping an eye on this chart every week. This is the range we are still in. We have our low side of the range and our high side of the range, two boxes, and we are still between it. But we are getting to the higher side of the range, to the upper side. We are above the mid range, so it definitely looks good, guys. And for me, this is the make or break it level for Bitcoin. 9.5, 9.6k. If we can break this level, this would confirm an higher high if we compare it to our last high. So that would be a change of behavior for the whole market. And if you keep an eye on the weekly chart and you look back at the change in direction of the market on the weekly time frame, you can see that it has had a major impact on the market. So for example, over here we had our first high on this breakout. And after that we had major upside. So if you would only have traded the weekly time frame and had bought in this region and opened up longs, you would have done great. And if you vice versa had seen the downtrend on the weekly on this chart, when we broke down over here, and you would have sold or shorted, you would have done really well as well. So trading the weekly time frame has been really good for Bitcoin, and also clear chart to see what's going on. Yeah, so we can also see the levels clearly over here, which we have to break. So the first level 9.5, 9.6k. If we can close above it on a weekly time frame, certainly a nice time for me to get positions into the market. I would feel really confident about my position to get in here. And then the next level will be 10.5. And above that, guys, I think we're going to go up really fast, and we'll really see FOMO start to kick in. Certainly when we get above 11.5k, we will see a new high on the weekly chart. So definitely take that into account as well. So just to make it clear, guys, these three levels is what I'm watching. I'll keep you updated every week with this chart, and we'll keep a close eye on this one. And of course we want to stay above this level over here, which was the weekly low of this range. And the longer we stay above this low, guys, the more bullish I get, certainly to the halving. So yeah, looks really good, and as we speak, the market is going up again, almost 9,400. So the dips are being bought up really fast at the moment, which is also something we saw in this rally. Dips are also bought up really fast, and we continue to go up, and that's what Bitcoin does in an uptrend. It gives you very small opportunities to get in, and if you don't, you have to FOMO in, I guess. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping a close eye on the charts every day. And that's the reason why I work from home as well. I want to be on top of the market. To show this one as well, to make it a little bit more clear, this is the daily time frame for Bitcoin in a line chart. And you can see this clearly, this box over here. We want to claim this box, guys. This is the make or break it structure box. If we can reclaim this level, it's over for the bears, guys. All the dreams for the bears who didn't buy over here and are still bearish on the market right now and who want to buy cheap Bitcoin. Yeah, it's bye-bye in my opinion. We are going to see major upside, and I think we're going to be testing this region again and probably new highs. And for now they are still calling this this over here and this a double top, but it's not what I'm seeing right now. That would only be confirmed in my opinion if we go below this one and we start to make a lower low. Yeah, then that is a possibility that we are seeing a double top on the higher time frame. But right now I don't see a double top, and as we speak guys, almost 9400, we are about to hit it. So nice, looks good. So I also want to show this chart as well. It looks really clear what we are doing, and let's see how this week closes, and if we can close inside the box, and maybe we can make a higher high in the coming weeks and get the whole market bullish, I guess. This is the monthly chart for Bitcoin closing on Saturday. So definitely guys, after let's see, 1 2 3 4 5, so 5 red months and 1 green month, we are finally seeing a big green candle on the monthly chart, which is also more important of course than lower time frames. I look at this candle guys, for me this is a clear rejection. We do not want to go here, I want to test to the upside. So definitely a good sign. Sorry for my poor drawing skills, but the chart speaks for itself. So first level I'm looking at on the monthly is 9.2k, and after that this level over here 10.8. and if we can get in the future this year, probably, if that's going to happen, if we can get above this level guys, yeah, I think we're going to see a big FOMO event, and every trader in the world will be taking a little bit of their portfolio into Bitcoin, for example just 1%. But if everyone's going to do that for a market with only, how much market cap do we have? 252 billion. Yeah, we can be at 500 to 1 trillion in a short period of time. In my opinion, we can see a really fast rally. So definitely don't get caught by Bitcoin, because Bitcoin can caught you by surprise pretty much quickly. And that's also what we saw over here when we bottomed out for now, and a lot of people got surprised by this rally over here. So definitely keep a close eye on the charts guys. That's Bitcoin at the moment. That's what I'm looking at. So the longer we stay above this level, the more bullish I get. The longer we stay grained out this range at the top side, the more likely it is we're going to break this level, and the more times we're going to test it, it is going to give way one time or the other. So yeah, definitely exciting times guys. So I'll keep you updated every Monday, Wednesday to Friday. And if you like what I'm doing here, definitely hit the like button down below. This really helps to put the video out to the other people in the atmosphere as well, from crypto, the crypto atmosphere. So yeah, 9500 guys is really the range we want to keep an eye on. This is a make or break it structure for the market, and also would validate the case for a change of behavior right here with higher lows and higher highs.